I know everybody saw this video already. I know everybody's questioning Ye, like, what's going on with his mental health? He's off his rocker. But could there be more to the story?
There's got to be a logical process of thought here. I mean, I'm not somebody that's going to put all this Nas-X symbolism all over my clothes and jewelry, but I'm not Ye. Please bear with me. I'm trying not to get banned. This is extreme. But after doing a little bit more research on the issue, I don't necessarily agree with Ye, but it's a bit more understandable as to why he might be doing what he's doing. Now, when you start reading this book by Benjamin Freeman, Facts Are Facts, you start to realize that there's a whole history that we haven't been taught concerning the Nas-X boys and the Jews, or the Jewish, which we'll call Talmudic Khazars. So the Talmudic Khazars had their own nation, which is Khazaria, up until the 11th century when Russia came in there and basically downgraded them and took over Kiev. After that, they went through some difficulty, but they bounced back very quickly because they had industrial dominance all throughout Europe. Everything you could think of, they had dominance over it. See, what took place after that is that they were operating with some sketchy business methods, and the rest of Europe found out. The All Vows Prayer, aka the Kol Nidre, was made public in Europe, and what was found out is that these Khazarians were taking an oath of revocation in advance, basically making every oath and promise that they made to other groups outside of their own ethnicity null and void. So of course things got difficult for them, because now Europe is like, okay, we're going to give you a quota system where we hire just a few of you. We're going to limit your activity in the European nations. And like I said, it's understandable. The only people to extend the olive branch to them were the Germans. They put together the Emancipation Edict of 1822, not restricting the activities of the Khazarian people. And the Khazarians were like, oh, we love you guys. That's great. You know what I'm saying? So I know you're asking, man, what this got to do with Kanye and what he's doing right now? Give me a second. I'm getting there. Fast forward to World War I. It was Germany, Austria, and Turkey facing off against Great Britain, France, and Russia. Now, when Germany was basically about to win World War I, the Khazars went to them, because they're friends, and they said, listen, can you do us a favor since you about to win? Can you give us that land over there? It's called Palestine. And the Germans said, nay. Why would we do such a thing? Right? And they was like, word? That's how you gonna treat us? Because the Germans had some type of integrity. So the Khazars went to Woodrow Wilson and got the Americans to come into the war. And guess what happened? Everything changed. Now, I'm not even going to tell you about how they got Woodrow Wilson into the war, because they used some very, very immoral methods. Anyway, America entered the war to help Britain beat the Germans on one condition: that Britain break all ties with Russia. Remember, Russia is the one that destroyed the Khazarian kingdom. So this is what took place. And then Britain pulls together the Balfour Declaration and says, oh, you have this land, it's yours, Khazarians, Jews, it's yours. Fast forward to World War II. Who are we talking about now? We're talking about a German leader whose name is Hitman. I'm trying not to get banned. Hitman comes along now, and he's angry with these people because of what they did to his country. Not to mention how they put out all this propaganda, because they ran all the publications against Germany and destroyed their international reputation. Understand what's going on here. The Khazars did something to the country of Germany, and we cannot just gloss over that and then be like, oh no, they're bad guys, they're the most wickedest nation ever. Come on. We can't just run with all the propaganda and the indoctrination. We gotta look into the facts. So I say all this to tell you that there might be a method to the madness when it comes to Ye and what he's doing and what he thinks he's standing for. Like I said, I don't necessarily agree with it, but it's understandable. Don't come for me. All my real ones, keep your head above water like a wave walker.